Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something serious, something heavy. The US accelerating the production of a new nuclear warhead that is reportedly 24 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Now, before we get into it, let me give you a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational and discussion purposes only. I'm not promoting fear, politics, or any kind of agenda. My goal is to keep you informed and help you understand what's going on in the world. Also, I'm not a nuclear scientist or a defense expert, just a curious mind trying to break this down in a way that makes sense for all of us. All right? So take this as the start of a conversation, not the end of it. Let's go back in time for a second. In 1945, the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan, first on Hiroshima, then on Nagasaki. The one dropped on Hiroshima was called Little Boy, and it had an explosive power of about 15 kilotons. That single bomb leveled a city and killed over 140,000 people. That moment changed the world forever. It was the beginning of the nuclear age. So, when I say this new warhead is 24 times more powerful, let that sink in. That means this new weapon, the B-6113, has a yield of around 360 kilotons. Imagine that level of destruction. It's not just scary, it's almost unimaginable. So what exactly is the B-6113? Well, it's a nuclear gravity bomb currently being developed by the U.S. Department of Defense and the National Nuclear Security Administration. It's part of a modernization plan to replace older weapons in the U.S. arsenal. This isn't about building new bombs just for the sake of it. At least that's what officials are saying. They're calling it an upgrade, a response to evolving threats, and a way to maintain deterrence. But if you're anything like me, you probably hear that and think, are we starting another arms race? Now, I want to be clear. This bomb isn't just about raw power. It's also about precision, security, and survivability. According to what the Pentagon has released, the B-6113 is designed to be more accurate, more secure in terms of handling, and harder to disable or destroy. That's because warfare has changed. Today, the threat isn't just about nuclear war. It's about cyber attacks, EMPs, rogue actors, and geopolitical power struggles. So this bomb isn't being built in a vacuum. It's being built as part of a very complicated, very dangerous chess game between nations like the US, Russia, China, and others. But here's where it gets heavy. Let's talk about why this is happening now. We're living in a time of global tension. Conflicts are heating up around the world, from Ukraine to the South China Sea, from Middle East flashpoints to space and cyber warfare. Nations are rearming, testing each other's limits, and quite frankly, we're seeing a level of mistrust and fear that we haven't seen since the Cold War. The US is looking at Russia's nuclear threats and China's military buildup and saying, we need to be ready. But being ready means building more powerful bombs? That's the part that scares a lot of people, including me. And it's not just about bombs in silos or jets. Nuclear weapons today are mobile, smarter, and more versatile. Some are designed to be low yield, meaning smaller and more usable in battlefield situations. That's terrifying, right? The idea that a nuclear weapon could ever be considered usable. The B-6113 isn't low yield, though, it's high yield. So it's meant for major targets, like hardened bunkers or strategic enemy positions. The kind of targets you'd only hit if the world was already on fire. So what does this mean for us? Regular people. Most of us aren't politicians or generals. We're students, nurses, creators, parents, friends. But when we hear news like this, it naturally makes us feel uneasy. It makes us think of fallout shelters, mushroom clouds, and that tiny moment in time when everything could change. But here's the thing. We need to be informed, not just scared. We need to be aware of these developments because they tell us something about where the world is headed. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think this is necessary? Is it just part of keeping the peace through strength? Or is it pushing us towards something dangerous? Is the world safer with these new warheads, or more at risk? Let's get real in the comments. This isn't about right or left, US or other countries. It's about all of us, sharing the same planet, breathing the same air, and hoping for a future that's not shaped by the shadow of nuclear fire. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Seriously, thank you for staying with me through this deep and intense topic. These are the conversations that matter. These are the topics that need more eyes, more voices, and more understanding. Don't forget to hit that like button if this gave you something to think about, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. I'll keep bringing you honest, human-centered takes on the news, because this isn't just about headlines. It's about our lives, our choices, and our future. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and take care of each other.